USA is flying high. In fact, the state of Wisconsin is too. Chelsea Memel and Team USA winning the first ever World Championship team gold medal at these World Championships. Paul Hamm on the men's side, also from Wisconsin, winning the all-around. Carly Patterson hoping to continue the momentum in the all-around. You've got to be great at all 4 rotations in a competition like this. Now, the competition should be stiff because there are some people who are pretty grouchy at the way things have gone. Talk about Russia. Talk about the woman who has the greatest resume in the gym, Svetlana Khorkina, about to kick things off on the vault. Al Trautwig, along with Tim Daggett, one-time Olympic gold medalist and the greatest gymnast that Canada has ever produced, Elfie Schlegel. Andrea Joyce is also here. Let's get the mindset of Svetlana Khorkina as this competition is about to begin.
Well, she is super disappointed with the way that Russia has performed. I spoke to her coach, Leonid Arkayev, right before the competition began. He was like, get away, we're so nervous. We've come away with nothing so far. Very, very disappointing for this entire Russian delegation.
And Khorkina, who's 24 years old, said that this is the toughest time in her career. She says she is she's more fearful of some of the tough skills that she's performing at this age, and says definitely it is much easier for the younger athletes out there.
Complicated vault, half on, 1.5 twist off. Once again, somehow she's able to put it to her feet. Elfie and I have watched her for the past couple of weeks, and I don't think I've seen her land without putting hands down unless it's been a competition. But that's what you got to be when you're competing with the best in the world. You got to be a gamer.
And, you know, there's a lot of action going on in there. She's a very tall athlete, and like Tim mentioned, we haven't seen a lot of numbers from her. This is a tough vault. The start value is a 9.9. She still continues to do the high skills.
She qualified in 3rd position. Those numbers get thrown out. We're starting fresh, and Khorkina's number is a 9.312, not nearly up to her standard.
But remember, vaulting is the lowest scoring event. You'll see other events that will bring in much bigger numbers.
There are cheeseheads in the audience ready to cheer for Chelsea Memel. She has not missed, in other words, not made a major mistake so far in these World Championships. And it's funny, no one who bought tickets to these World Championships before they began really had any idea who Chelsea Memel was. Now they have every idea what she's all about. And it continues. She was the 2nd highest qualifier.
And what a great moment for her coach, Jim Chuddy. You know, he's been dying to get on the floor. He's been a great cheerleader in the audience all week long.
Now try getting him off the floor.
There we go, Chelsea. Yeah.
How tough a vault was this?
Well, it starts from a 9.7. That's the maximum score she can get. She does a Yurchenko-style vault, laid out somersault with 1.5 twists, and that small, tiny, tiny little hop. This is a great vault for Chelsea Memel.
Chelsea is going to stay right with the likes of Svetlana Khorkina with a 9.325. Now to the other member of the qualifying Americans, Carly Patterson. You know, Carly was not the best American in winning the team gold medal until it counted, until they wanted to just nail it home and put an exclamation mark on it in her final performance on floor exercise, and she did it with the highest American score.
She actually is a known entity in the international world of gymnastics. She won the American Cup, has competed internationally. People were expecting to see greatness from Carly Patterson here.
And I think, Tim, one of the greatest assets for this kid is that she can get herself in a zone. She's not even aware of the audience, the cheers. She is so focused on her gymnastics.
The release right here. She was not even a member of the uneven bar squad in the team competition. That means the coaches thought that she wasn't in the top 3, but this is big.
There is a definite momentum here with Team USA. That's Evgeny Marchenko. Carly Carly's coach.
And they went home and did some serious work on the uneven bars. About a year ago, she was a all-around gymnast with a bit of a weakness on the uneven bars.
She's great. We've had an opportunity to listen to so many of the conversations between her and her coach. It's funny.
Very much a teenager.
9.525. That should put her among the leaders after the first rotation with a hug from Tasha Schweikert, fellow gold medalist, but not someone who was qualified for the all-around. Now, after the qualifying, Zhang Nan of China was 19th.
And I'll tell you, if this Chinese delegation doesn't feel like they had something stolen away from them a little bit, I'd be surprised. On the balance beam, they were given a 2/10 neutral deduction, which cost them the team bronze medal, and it was because they were waiting on the podium too long. She better get going.
Quite ironic, isn't it, Tim? Had nothing to do with what she's about to do right there. Taking such great risks. This is what the Chinese are known for. They have unbelievable balance beam routines, uneven bar routines. Great blend of high difficulty mixed with amazing choreography. It's just exquisite.
She is the captain of this Chinese team, and not only is she the top all-around gymnast for the team, her coach feels that she is the best Chinese all-around gymnast that they have ever produced.
That's quite a statement.
It is.
He also felt that there were times that she lacked mental toughness and consistency, but I'll tell you, it's anything but that. This is dynamite.
For the Chinese on beam, it's not just the skills they do, it's how they do them.
Look at that, taking huge risks, throwing her head back, losing sight of the beam. Just her dismount. This is going to score huge.
That has the feeling like it's going to set the bar.
Yeah, I would say so. I would think she'll be the leader after round one.
Talked about this young lady showing some great risk in her routine, and what was impressive is she did it right from the start. What I've noticed in the competition is that a lot of athletes are just choosing to step up on the beam and then take the risky elements from that point on, but look at right from the beginning, that's a tough move.
Elfie, I don't think any coach should be allowed to say that anyone who makes a move like that isn't tough. 9-7. It's one of the best scores that we have seen. So, Carly Patterson and the hopeful Americans, the Chinese looking to fix a few things in terms of their reputation here in Anaheim, California. We check the standings, and Zhang Nan of China is the leader, 9.7, but of course, expectations and hopes soar and crash rotation by rotation. Oana Bon of Romania is second. Carly Patterson is third. Chelsea Memel is also part of the top 10. Svetlana Horkina is in eighth. Certainly not the plan, but some of her best stuff could still be to come. No matter what age, she will be able to talk, and we hope great clarity about what happened to her in Southern California this week, although it's doubtful. It's got to be a whirlwind, like a dream. These are the World Gymnastics Championships at Arrowhead Pond. And this is the all-around. 2 Americans qualifying. That's the maximum per country. You've got to be superb on all 4 of the women's apparatus. And here is Chelsea Memel now trying to keep it going.
I think one of the reasons that she is so well prepared for this competition is because of her coach, Jim Chuddy. He said he tries to keep her focused and prepared for every turn, realize the importance of every practice.
That release was so far. She barely got her hands around that bar. Dismount. She needs to do this right to a handstand.
You did good. You did really good.
Excellent.
All right. That's
She's like a surfer on a Southern California wave, and that wave just won't hit the beach.
Well, it was a very good effort from Chelsea, but the judges are looking for exact handstands, and right before the dismount, it was a little bit shy. It opens the door for a possible deduction.
To the Romanians. We're still getting used to seeing them perform in maroon and gold.